Was the NIO phone a big waste of investors' money? This is the question that we're going to tackle in this video. A lot of investors seem to think that NIO is wasting a ton of money, R&D, to develop a phone which they know will not sell at the echelon that Xiaomi or Samsung or Apple sells. Was it a waste of money? Well, first of all, we got to understand that the secondhand prices of brand new NIO phones have actually increased recently here in China. During April, May, when NIO was giving out NIO phones for free with every car sold, these phones would immediately enter the secondhand market and they would be sold off and they would be valued at around 3,000 RMB when you try to sell it on the secondhand market. That was April, May. Now, today, in July, you can still sell the phone for around 3,000 RMB. It was because back in April, May, there was more supply than demand because everybody was selling the phone that they got for free. And now, they're no longer giving away NIO phones for free, and they actually stopped selling NIO phones in the NIO app altogether. So there's actually demand for the NIO phone. So you can still sell the NIO phone for 3,000 RMB. Okay, given that the phone itself is worth around 7,000 on paper, if you want to buy it from NIO themselves. The EP Club, the very rare EP Club version of the NIO phone, used to only sell for 3,500 in April, May. Now it's actually worth 4,500. So there's actually a 1,000 RMB increase in secondhand value. Absolutely crazy. From NIO's perspective, there has been a lot of people that have used the NIO phone, and some of the most favorited features that they've been using, and this is from NIO themselves. The first most popular feature is, of course, using the NIO phone as a key. The NIO phone, of course, once it's binded to the car, you can just walk up to your NIO and it'll unlock the car, even if your phone is out of battery. Alright, even if your phone has no battery, it still works. The second favorite feature is NIO Link, which allows you to control everything within the car. The climate control, controlling the car to send it forward or reverse the car, sending navigation, opening the trunk. So basically as a remote control. That is one of their second favorite features that people use most often with the NIO phone. The third most used feature is Sky Window, which allows you to basically display a second phone on the screen of NIO's screen, and you can interact with your phone on NIO's display, which is absolutely incredible. You can use the apps supported on your phone on the NIO's display. Quite crazy. And then number 4, the most favorite feature is navigation. Quick and easy navigation. Your friend sends you a message about a location, you can just click on it and then the car automatically navigates to that place. Very, very convenient. And then number 5, most favorite feature is in-car climate control and massage control. So when you hand over the phone to the passenger seat, the car and the phone knows that right now it's the passenger seat that is holding the NIO phone, and it can control everything from massage to the tilt to air conditioning, air ventilation, seat ventilation, all that kind of stuff. And you can also control the climate control of all the other seats as well. So those are the 5 most used features. Of course, these features will continue to exist on NIO phone version 2. And NIO CEO has also said that there will also be a NIO phone version 3. So next year there will also be NIO phone 3 coming out as well. And from their perspective, their goal with the NIO phone was never to compete with Xiaomi or Huawei or Apple. The goal was to make their product, which was still the car, much more competitive. All right, it's an accessory to the car. And from what I've seen, most NIO owners with second-gen NIOs, especially NIO owners that have more than one NIO, they basically all have NIO phones as their secondary phone or even their primary phone, simply because of the fact that one phone can act as a key to many cars. For example, this NIO phone at the NIO Service Center store is connected to around 8-10 NIOs. It's a key for all of them, which is absolutely insane. It gives you so much control over every single vehicle, and you, instead of having to fumble with every single car key and the car keys look the same and you don't know which one is which, you just have to put this in your pocket, and that's all you need. Also, the ease of use is absolutely incredible. There's English operating system on the NIO phone over here, but the NIO app here in China does not support English. But when we come back to the question, is NIO wasting money developing this product? The answer is absolutely not. It's absolute necessity for them to develop this product. It is absolute a must. If you look at what the trend is, NIO is a trend setter. All right, Polestar made their Polestar phone in order to have features like these added to their Polestar product, because otherwise Polestar sales in China is already abysmal. It's terrible. They have to make a phone so that they can at least match, all right? Maybe not on the same level, but at least try their best to match what NIO is doing. Li Auto is also going to come out with their own phone. Xpeng also reportedly working on that as well. So when it comes to this, you are either a pioneer of what's possible, or you are a follower of what's possible. And NIO clearly wants to be the pioneer. They want to be the trendsetter. They want to be the first guys, and they want to be the best. Having that said, my only biggest problem with this product is the time that it's being launched at. All right, right now it's being launched in Q3, and in about Q4, just a couple months, Qualcomm is going to launch their latest Snapdragon chip, Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, meaning NIO Phone 2 will have Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, and just in a couple months, Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 is going to come out. So NIO's phone cycle is launched very, very late with the current chip, whereas it's almost about to be phased out in favor of the newer chip. So I recommend NIO to launch this phone either later with the newest Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, or much earlier in the year. So it's just a very awkward time for NIO to launch this phone, in my personal opinion. In layman's terms, when NIO launches this phone, it's going to be the best in terms of specs. It's going to have the best specs, but only for a month or two until 8 Gen 4 comes out. That's actually when NIO should launch the NIO phone with that chip, in order to make it still a flagship and not outdated. But that's just my opinion. I think the phone is still worth it, especially for people that own a NIO and have multiple NIOs. It's really, really worth it for them. For most general folks that don't own a NIO, this phone might not be worth it. But still, it provides a seamless no advertisement experience, just pure Android. It's almost like Google Pixel. So in that aspect, people really like this phone as well. But what do you think about the NIO phone? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.